if there's no pressure to be on when you hit record.
There's no pressure in me. Like I'm hoping that like comic gold just leaks out of me. There's no pressure. It's just gonna drip. You said you had an opening?
I was seeing how long I could stay quiet. Yeah, I've been thinking about our podcast. I've been thinking about the people that listen to it.
February 10th, by the way, is our 2-year anniversary.
What day?
February 10th.
We do anything?
I'll forget it.
Okay, yeah, same. But I think we need to like
I fucking felt that. I just wanted to say that I forget anniversaries all the fucking time.
Yeah, they're not important.
America's? Who knows?
You shouldn't even remember the people in your life from day to day. Why remember dates?
Yeah.
But we need a wider audience, and I know how to do it.
Wider audience.
Wider, not whiter. WIDER.
Okay.
I think we need
distinct difference there.
Yeah, we don't need a whiter audience. We have that on lock from what the metrics say. But we should start doing that podcast thing where we look like we're in a studio.
Like a virtual background kind of, like this isn't a video podcast.
No. But it's just for us. Like, two dudes sitting in a studio, kind of like a Bert Kreischer thing. You ever listen to Bert Kreischer? You know who I'm talking about? Bert Kreischer?
No clue.
Yes.
Say his name again, though.
Nell, do you know Bert Kreischer?
I do know Bert Kreischer. I used to be a fan. So, like, I won't lie. I used to be a fan of, like, Joe Rogan back in the day. Not, like, way
News
back.
Radio,
when
yeah.
Yeah, News Radio, Fear Factor. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not really even that, but, like, when he got big, I liked his shit for a bit because I used to be, like, a diehard liberal.
I used to watch Bill Maher. It's fine. We get better.
Hey, we have to start somewhere. But yeah, it of course devolved into bullshit. I mean, it was kind of bullshit altogether. But I know like what Bert's fucking Russia story.
Yeah, you know that story,
talks about.
I don't know who Bert is.
So Bert Kreischer, he's like the most popular comedian for white guys, right? You'll know him as the fat guy with the alcoholic face who always has his shirt off.
Oh, the one that we have every 10 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I figured even though this is an audio-only podcast, I'm going to be the Bert Kreischer today. Is that okay? I've never seen any of his stand-up. I only know him by reputation.
It's very cold.
And that movie he made with Mark Hamill about working for the Russian mob.
Okay.
Oh, God, I forgot they made a shitty movie
I'm
about that.
becoming the Bert.
All right, he's doing it. Ty, you got a little red spot on here.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at your rash here.
I do have a little bit of a rash.
Normally when like there's the shirtless guy, they're rash free.
We are in our garage. There is no heating. It is 42 degrees. I'm Bert.
All right, Bert.
I'm Bert.
Okay, Bert, I have some questions
Hold
for
on.
you.
I got a question for Nell. No.
Yes.
What type of stuff does Bert Kreischer say? Do you know?
Well, I think he fucking hates his kids. That's for one.
I know that he cried in a Walgreens because all the stuff was gone. Did you ever see those videos?
Oh, is that your segue?
Oh God, no! But that sounds about white too.
Yeah. No. Like, look, I'm a big dumb guy with my shirt off, and we got to start being more political. You know?
Yeah. No, hold on.
Like all the stuff in the world today has me thinking, WWCKD.
What would Christ with a K do?
What would Charlie Kirk do? If Charlie Kirk were alive,
Charlie Kirk.
what would he be doing right now?
I remember that guy.
If he were alive, what would he be doing about all this?
He died?
He would be scratching on the top of his coffin if he were alive today. Can't find the theme song, can you?
I know you set me up, and I was like, I'm going to take this nice and slow.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
He's feeling good.
I don't know who Bert Kreischer is.
He's a comedian.
I don't care.
I'll pull up a picture of him.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, he's just a comedian in the Joe Rogan sphere. Like, that's really about it.
Has he killed Tony yet? Oh, yeah. Okay, I do recognize that guy. Because of his dumb hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's extreme.
I really think there's some fertile ground if we ever decide to cover Bert Kreischer.
Okay, but like, I say this honestly. I think gender equality is needed here. I think we need a drunk, shirtless lady to show up and like give like political takes.
I think that's just you and your subconscious being rooted in misogyny to try and get women naked for you to look at.
No, I want this person to like be angry and like crush things.
Nell?
Well,
I'm just saying, like, it's always a shirtless guy. Why?
Did you wokely discover free the nipple in 2026? Is that what just happened here?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so welcome to Hate Speech, podcast about hating things. That is Nate. I'm Tyler. Joining us today from the black void of the internet.
Wow. Yeah, it's true.
Nell, welcome to Hate Speech. How are you? What's up? How you doing? Tell me something good.
tell you something good. So I had a bit of a scare with a lump in my boobie and had to have imaging and all that kind of stuff, but it's all good. So, yay.
Yeah, good news.
Was it a fibroid cyst?
It's just a cyst, but like I'm gonna age myself here. I'm getting close enough to where I almost have to have yearly mammograms anyways. So they're just gonna do mammograms because, like, as they said, I have extremely dense breasts. And I was like, just like my brain.
Yeah, I was going to say, Nate has an extremely dense brain, but you got there. Check this out, Nate.
Oh, well, I was about to say, to
Can
bring
you
it
do
back
this with your breasts?
I can, yes. I'm not gonna show you, but Tyler's doing the breast jiggle thing that like normally like the big like
I'll
angry
do the right
villain.
one. I'll do the left one.
Okay. The point I was gonna
But,
make is that like there needs to be some gender equality here. I think that we need to have the dick crushing machine that we need to visit every year, like after 45.
My ex-wife, you mean?
Oh shit!
Hate speech.
That was the wrong button. It's fine. It worked out.
So you just reminded me of there's a campground out here that actually is like, it's not a dungeon, but it's like it's a sex place that you can go to, and like it's a campground, and about like 4 times a year, it's like a campground regularly, and about 4 times a year or more, they'll do these like big open, almost like a dungeon type thing, and they will like you can get put in a cage and have your
so it's like a free range dungeon.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. That's nice. That's
Wow.
humane.
It sounds like it couples group sex with camping.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
That never happens in camping.
Don't-
Everyone understands.
Don't get in that ball pit. You know, you never know what's at the bottom of that one. You know.
Oh well, I mean,
Okay, I guess.
there are of course things you could do to be safe too. I mean, nobody's telling you to raw dog every person you see. So.
In a lake.
Wait, you're not supposed to?
I
do it.
mean, yeah, I'm not gonna stop you.
We need listen. From what I heard, we need to have like 10 million babies. How many babies do we need?
100 million babies.
100 million babies. Well, yeah.
Don't look at me. I'm fixed. So,
So, well, yeah, but like I'm just saying that at the camp, maybe somebody should do their civic duty and please that booty.
I think
I'm sure that somebody's got that kink. So,
I'm gonna get snipped.
Yeah, you gonna do it?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it.
I think I'm gonna clip my balls. Hold on. Let me open up my chart and set an appointment.
hell yeah.
I'll do it
No,
later.
Yeah, I totally. January of 2024, I got fixed.
Another anniversary.
Please.
You remembered.
Please.
Yeah.
You said you were bad at anniversaries, yet you remember that date very well.
Well,
think
it's because like after that I went to San Diego, and I went south of San Diego, like southeast of San Diego, and helped migrants crossing the border.
Oh, okay. So heroic in one way. I was about to say 2 ways, but that would be rude to say it's heroic for you to get tubes tied.
I found out 2 things because I camped in the desert for 2 nights at a campground that ironically used to be a nudist campground.
Okay. All right.
But I found out that if you take Vicodin and drink a couple of beers, you don't really have any problem sleeping wherever the fuck you want.
I have
I
noticed that
also-
same phenomenon.
There's such a nice layup into the topic. It was just floating in the air there.
Sorry, I just kept thinking of
It-
the phrase, this coyote got scooped.
The
Well,
other
that's
thing,
gone.
the other thing I learned was how those like I call them caterpillar sleeping bags, but they're like
Like mummy
sleeping
bags?
Yeah, the mummy bags.
Tyler,
I
you've
also
never had a
learned.
mummy bag? Don't laugh.
My T-shirt that I took off is from the Brendan Fraser Mummy movie.
Oh hell yeah! They almost killed him in that movie.
Yeah. What? Huh? What? Who killed him?
They almost killed him in one of those movies.
Yeah, a lot of times he
One
was
of
in
the
dangerous
mummies.
situations.
Yeah, well, no, like whatever one had the fucking hanging scene, where he was hanging. They
We almost
literally he
hung
passed
fucking-
out. We almost hung him.
I bet that would have really turned a Noxunamoon on.
All right, well, here's the thing. I have a medical question for you, Tyler,
Okay.
the nurse.
Okay, you're. So
So-
we're going to talk about our object of penance.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
I have a more important question. I'm about to be hung by the neck until I'm dead.
Oh, okay.
What medicine should I take so it feels cool?
Uh.
What medicine should
well-
Brendan Fraser take if he was going to be hung?
I would say, and I'm
Oh.
gonna answer first because I'm the pharmacy tech, and so
Pharmacy,
so-
yeah, see,
yeah.
introductions.
So, I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tyler, because you might have a better idea of this, because I don't know. I don't necessarily dole out suggestions for suicide drugs.
It's not suicide.
I would go with something.
It's accidents.
Right, whatever. Erotic asphyxiation,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Carradined.
Sewer slide.
Carotene. I would probably go with something that's going to put you to sleep.
I'm going to go the other way and say Tadalafil.
What's Tadalafil?
Cialis. Get your shit hard as rock. Get your shit hard as you slide in the afterlife. 'Cause you never know what's going to be waiting for you. You want to fuck it.
Doesn't that increase your
For real.
overall blood pressure?
No, decreases.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
give me something that increases it, because I want to pop.
Uh.
I want to just explode.
Any stimulant? So you'd have to go with like Adderall
Yeah.
or
Give me some Adderall.
Take 3 mgs. MG in this case means mega grabs
Okay.
of Provigil. You'll be fucking flying into heaven, dog.
yeah.
I need the
for real.
momentum, otherwise the devil will get me.
And he's coming for us all. Let's become a Christian comedy podcast. No, we
Oh
tried
Jesus
that.
Yeah.
We
Christ!
tried
No.
that. Nope, can't do it.
Okay, well, since you mentioned the object of penance, we have brought an. It's been a while since we had an object of penance.
All right, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So instead of taking blood pressure medication until we die, how about protein Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, we got some Robert F. Kennedy Jr. approved protein Pop-Tarts.
It's Slammin' Strawberry. It says very clearly on the back, like in the biggest letters possible, toast at low setting. Remove from foil. Like, it's bigger than the remove from foil text.
Oh, you could have toasted this in foil?
I mean, no, it says don't.
Oh, okay.
But it also says, like, don't overheat. So I'm kind of scared.
Why would you not want to over? Oh, I wonder if they're telling you not to overheat it so that you don't burn the fuck out of yourself.
Probably because it'll cook the protein powder and make it taste like eggs.
Really?
If I had to guess.
Ugh.
Okay. This is kind of good, actually. I don't see a problem with it.
It tastes like a chewer Pop-Tart.
Well, shit, I thought this would be good content.
So did
Now we're just
I
eating the
thought
Pop-Tart.
I thought taking off my shirt would be good content. We're not even a video podcast. I'm fucking
Tyler,
cold as hell.
explain
It's
to
42
me-
degrees.
Tyler, explain to me in great detail the mouthfeel.
So at first, it takes a little more of your teeth to enter the Pop-Tart than a normal Pop-Tart. It is a
Okay.
harder texture. The jelly inside is a bit thicker. And it is quite gummy, the whole thing. The protein powder itself is not, you can't really taste it, but the texture is definitely off. And I'm sure this is what all those freaks who eat 200 grams of protein for every meal will fucking love for dessert. How much? 10 grams of protein in this? 380 calories?
Listen, it's fine.
Just
Th-
in one?
No, 2. Still.
Okay.
That's-
Yeah,
ugh.
but
We just need to take personal responsibility for our health. That's what I'm learning, is that it's important to watch what we eat, because if we get sick, I will die because I don't have insurance right now.
Yeah, but if you take my advice, you'll go to heaven with a hard ass dick.
Oh shit.
For real.
Well, Tyler, what way can I get cheap hard dick medicine?
Oh God, that's how we're gonna segue to this.
I need it. I need to die cool and hard.
You can order from a Canadian pharmacy. A lot of times people will do that. You can get drugs cheaper that way.
Like,
Or-
will it be caught at the border? Like,
No,
because I
think you
imagine
can
like
mail
if I'm
them.
ordering drugs from the internet, like they'll look to see if it's like cool drugs or not, and
Not
at that point they'll just
necessarily.
oh. Does
No.
that system still work?
It does. It does. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I found a website where you could order like doxycycline and gabapentin from Saudi Arabia.
Gabbo.
Sorry, I'm eating the whole Pop Tart.
Fine. I'll cut this part because you're eating a Pop
Don't
Tart.
cut this part. I'm doing my most Bert Kreischer eating. No.
Yeah,
So,
shove that thing right in your mouth.
you can't tell, but Nate's getting hard. But today on Hate Speech, Nell has brought us pharmacy benefit managers / GoodRX. That's what we're going to be talking about, right?
So here are the players that we have on the field when it comes to the PBM money flow. You got the plan sponsor, the plan itself, the PBM, the drug manufacturer, the wholesaler, the pharmacy, and the patient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got to know 7 players on the field, or 7 actors in the play.
Right.
Exciting. I mean, honestly, like when I heard this, I'm like, this seems very boring.
Yeah. And as I learned the intricate ins and outs of pharmacy benefit managers.
Well, that's where like the real bullshit hides is in boring language
Yeah.
Right.
and acronyms.
Yep. So,
Well,
so
and
go ahead, Nell.
well, like to start out, the first thing that really pisses me off about these guys is that they try to act like they're some altruistic, white knight coming in to save people's days, right? Mm-hmm. Like, so.
Well, first off, what is this?
So GoodRx.
What are they saving us from?
So GoodRx is a company that was like started about 2011, and they offer their free site that compares drug prices from like your local pharmacies, and they also offer like a discount card for your prescription meds. And so what you do basically is you go onto their website, or you can get like they have like discount cards at like doctors' offices and shit. And you go onto their website and you search them like for your drug name, and you give them your zip code, and you search to see what the prices are at your local pharmacy if you run their card, and then they'll also give you just a straight cash price.
So if I wanted to get Cialis,
Yeah.
what I don't know what that is, but
I told you it is a dick medicine. Tadalafil.
okay. So if I wanted my cool dick medicine, and I have insurance, and I get the bill for dick pill or the prescription for dick pill.
Yeah.
I would go to GoodRx and shop around for the cheapest price and not get it through my insurance. Is that
So
kinda
yeah,
like
it would be
the
more
vibe?
so like a lot of people who use this, of course, are people who are not insured.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Also, people who are like what you'd consider underinsured, right? So like,
like
if you
me.
have like a high deductible, or maybe like because a lot of insurances don't always offer great prescription coverage. So like depending on what your prescription coverage is like.
Yeah.
they
No,
would,
I've actually
this is another option basically.
I am a user of GoodRx actually.
Oh, okay.
Well, because
and-
I'm underinsured and I can't afford just like going up to a CVS and saying, "Hey, give me medicine," because it'll be
well,
very
I wasn't
expensive.
gonna quite get into this, but it kind of rolls into I never fault somebody for trying to fucking save money when healthcare is so expensive. Prescriptions are so expensive, like everything is so expensive, so I would never fault like an end user, the patient, for using this, because like for some people it's either use this or not pay rent.
Yeah.
you know.
Like, what are the most like extreme cases for this? Like, boner medicine is funny, but like if I'm underinsured.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I need a pill for something. Like, what's the worst case
How
scenario?
about diabetes?
Okay, I need insulin.
A lot of diabetes medicines
Yes.
are hugely, hugely expensive.
Like what? Like, I don't have diabetes.
I mean, Jardiance is the big one, which is the mixture of metformin and whatever the other one is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
never-
don't remember exactly what that
Whole
one
milk.
is. You start getting into the mixed ones, and
Yeah.
it's been a bit.
So Jardiance, that's the brand name for this medicine.
Okay.
Then there's like the generic name.
Yeah.
Like Cialis, that's the brand name dick pill.
Okay, thank you.
Tadalafil is the generic name.
Okay.
So if you want Cialis, you're going to pay a little higher because that's brand name.
Yeah, but
Well,
like,
actually, you're usually going to pay a shit ton higher.
Yeah, a lot more. Like
I wanna
hundreds of
know.
dollars more.
okay.
So let's
So-
look at Adderall, for example.
Yeah.
You get that without insurance. It's like $1,100 a month.
Really?
Yeah. So
Because it's a controlled substance, or
and there's like a huge demand, and everybody wants it. And if you stop taking it, you start to die. Your brain starts to die.
Okay.
Because everybody is addicted to amphetamines.
Well, hey.
I'm not, but most are. I do it different.
You raw dog it like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't think my losartan is habit forming. Thank you very much. Blood pressure medicine.
I don't know.
Not yet.
Not yet. So that's like the whole price for Adderall. But if you go to the generic, or if you go through GoodRx, you can get the dextromorphamphetamine something.
Don't look at me.
Dextroamphetamine.
What is it?
Dextroamphetamine.
That's the one. That's the generic name, but you can get that for like $30.
Yeah.
And they do
So-
this with
That's cheaper than the guy, the street guy.
Yeah. Well, and how they do that is they go straight to a PBM and they negotiate pricing with them.
Powerful bottom man.
I wish it was that fucking cool. I
Hey,
wish.
can you bring him in here? I need to talk. With
Yeah.
Powerful bottom man. Just talk.
For rock bottom prices. Come on.
Yes. Rock bottom.
Just for like an hour, maybe two
Yeah.
tops. You know.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
no.
pops.
No,
But-
who's PBM and who is he?
So,
this
so
man?
pharmacy benefit managers, and I'll get into them a little bit more. Like, we'll get in the nitty gritty of them in a little bit after we're done talking about like what GoodRx does and how shitty they are too. But they negotiate with them for a certain pricing, right? And so you pay whatever price they negotiate for that drug. Now, there's a couple things to this. One thing is that that they don't tell you on the website when you search is like that is actually a specific manufacturer that they're quoting you on.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't get why that's bad.
Because like for the same exact drug, so like we'll take like the losartan, we'll just say like losartan 10 milligrams or whatever. There can be 5 manufacturers of that motherfucker or more.
Okay, so to put it in the terms of groceries, like I could go to the Safeway, the Fred Meyer, the Kroger.
Well, it not all. So not every pharmacy carries the same manufacturer, because a lot of times they also have their own like GPOs, so group purchasing organizations, and so they carry basically what's on that group purchasing organization's formulary.
Okay,
deal.
so Fred Meyer's only carries Dr. Pep.
Yeah, or so you
Albertsons
typically
only carries Dr. Do.
Yeah.
yeah. So like
Okay.
one would be like might be like Dr. Reddy. I don't even know if they're still around. And then the other one would be like maybe Pfizer or something of that nature.
Escalation. Okay, but I think I get it, right? Like they're essentially the same medicine. It's just different manufacturers of that medicine.
Yeah, and they all
Correct.
have their own formularies and
Yeah.
tiers, and these companies pay to get their drugs higher up on the tiers because that will get them more insurance reimbursement for those specific medicines.
Formula.
Well, and then so they also work with
Remember,
the,
you two work in medicine. I don't. What's a
they
formulary?
also work with the manufacturers to get better rebates on those drugs. So like your GPO typically works with the manufacturer to help be able to get like better rebates and stuff on those medications that you purchase.
To answer Nate's question, a formulary is basically a long list of drugs.
Okay.
Yes.
So
that they fucking choose.
Yeah,
so it's drugs that they fucking choose.
The company chooses what's on the formulary, how much they charge for it, how much insurance will cover it, and if the company, let's say Safeway, doesn't pay this company enough, then this company won't put, what's the Safeway brand? Dr. Cool? Doesn't matter. They will not put Dr. Cool up on tier 1. Dr. Cool will be on tier 4. So Dr. Cool, you pay $900 a month for, but if it were on tier 1, you'd pay $4 a month for.
So I'd have to buy the hideous Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
And if this is all confusing, listener, it's meant to be.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing. So, what GoodRX? Sorry, just a second.
No, go for it. I'm gonna eat more popcorn.
I have a small type child person. So if you hear screaming in the background, I'm so sorry.
No, we accept child abuse on this podcast.
Hell yes. So the way like GoodRx works, like I said, is you go to that website and then you have this card and you take it to your pharmacy and you take with your prescription, and you go, after you find whatever. That's after you choose like whatever pharmacy you want to fucking get it from that has like the best price, and then you take it there and then they enter that prescription into the computer and then they enter that GoodRx like an insurance, so it's run like an insurance. And what I mean by that is that they have to, the pharmacy has to submit that to GoodRx, and then GoodRx comes back with a price.
Okay, so if I had insurance that worked, I couldn't combine the two. I couldn't say, like, use my insurance to get the GoodRx price.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Well, you could switch between the two of them. You can't use them both at the same time.
Okay.
The
but if
only
your insurance sucks, you can use GoodRx for a better price.
Yeah, exactly. So if your insurance sucks, the only time I've seen where you can actually utilize both of them is if it's a direct discount card from the manufacturer of that drug.
Which is what my doctor offered me for the weight loss drugs, because my PBM would not authorize any weight loss drugs for me, despite having the diagnoses of obstructive sleep apnea and obesity. But my doctor said,
not shocking.
My doctor said, hey, I'll send a prescription directly to Eli Lilly and you can get it that way. And I said, fuck you. I will buy it gray market on the internet and make it myself, which is why I have this rash on my stomach from where I injected.
Oh, that's what that rash is?
No. It's,
I was about to say, like...
So I will say something about those discount programs. Sometimes they do really fucking well. Like I've seen where they've brought it down to like $25 for the patient.
God,
for
that'd
things.
be so good. That'd be so fucking good. But
so you might wanna go like, because Google, and this is good information for the listeners too, is that like if you have a brand name drug that you're prescribed, a lot of times if you Google that drug, it's gonna take you to their website. A lot of times on that website is gonna be like a discount program, and it'll explain on there how that discount program works and like how much they'll cover and yada yada yada.
Okay, so going back to soda, it like there are three ways to get discounts on the soda. One is it being a lower price provided through Safeway. Mm-hmm. The other way would be that if like the Safeway membership card.
Yeah, you have your Safeway card. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The second way would be to
like a coupon from the newspaper.
A coupon from the newspaper, and then a direct coupon from Mr. Kroger himself. Right.
Well, no, it'd be from like Mr. Pfizer himself.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Pfizer.
So it'd be the direct manufacturer, like whoever actually makes that drug.
Okay. So there's three ways I need to look at. There's three things I need to look at in order to get the best price for my boner pill.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Cool.
and then there's actually what I work in, which is called 340B.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
That
Love
is
it.
a government program that actually allows like hospitals that qualify to get medications at a reduced cost if they help a disproportionate share of indigent patients. So basically, yeah, it's really fucking convoluted because welcome to the government, right? 340B is actually the code of law for this in the government. So like basically what they do is they're able to get outpatient drugs at a reduced cost.
Mm-hmm.
And so like what that means is like retail pharmacies especially are strictly outpatient drugs. Like you're not getting inpatient drugs at a retail pharmacy. So if they qualify, they can actually get their drugs at a reduced rate, and a lot of them will actually turn around and pass that on to the patient in a sliding scale.
I think I get it. So
when they do that, that's like a significant amount of savings, and they'll, like I said, it really helps like people who. Now those are harder to find.
Well,
Yeah.
I
like they're
imagine also
not
like if I'm in the hospital, somebody's doing this for me. I'm not having to, do my research on Google with my chest open.
right. No, not really. So that's the fucked
Not
up
really
thing about
scares me. The really
healthcare.
part
There
is
is
making me
really
nervous.
nobody. I mean, so hospitals do have God, why am I fucking drawing a blank, Tyler? They have
Pharmacists.
Helpers.
No, the social workers. They
Yes.
do have social workers that do try to help, but like they don't know everything, of course, because there's just so much fucking out there and they make it so hard. So like the other thing to qualify for these, like you have to a lot of times that place has to hold the patient care. So like all of the patient care has to go through that specific place. So like if you're like, let's say you're a big healthcare chain that's, a non-for-profit, it would have to be that healthcare chain's also their pharmacies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very convoluted, very fucking tough to know, like...
So what I'm hearing is, as a patient, I should just hope I get lucky.
Yeah.
No, as a patient,
Like
you
if I'm
should
in a
just roll
hospital.
over and die, because that's what America wants you to do.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Ideally, I would like to get lucky, though.
So this GoodRX, this is a free website?
Yeah, so it's free. Now they do have plans that you can get that give you better discounts and stuff like that. But and the other thing they do is they dabble in some telehealth too.
Okay. All right.
We all dabble in some telehealth. Like, no.
Right. So
I don't want to see a person. I just want to text somebody for my dangerous drugs.
so you're probably wondering, like, okay, if it's free for the patient, how in the fuck are they making money?
That's where I was
Right?
going with this.
Yep.
Follow the money.
Yeah, because usually the following... Yeah, well, exactly, because that's going to tell you how much of a bastard they are or not, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So one of the ways they make money is selling your data.
Yep.
Cool.
So
Harmless data about the things I need medicine for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your name, your birthday, your social security number, your info, your health information, protected health information.
yeah,
going
your
to Mark
diagnosis.
Cuban.
Because your diagnosis
PHIs.
is a lot of times on your script. Your doctor, where your doctor is from, like what clinic they are. Of course, your address, your phone number. All of that fun
Relatives?
shit.
Like that's what I was thinking about. Like, okay, let's
They
say
do
that-
put allergies and stuff in the computer, but I'm not sure if that's submitted to insurance or not. I'm not sure, so I can't
No, but like if you're part of the
definitively say,
large
but-
database and your data is being sold to say and correlated with like say Facebook, they could easily find my mother and sort out
Yes.
what medical problems
Yes.
she has
Yep.
and then put
Exactly.
risks associated with that.
Yep.
And that was one of the places they did sell to. So in 2023, yes,
Damn.
to Facebook, Google, and
Oh, we just sold it to the devil. It's fine.
oh yeah, no, they're in bed with Satan. It's terrible. So they got in trouble with the FTC, okay, and they were fined $1.5 million. But you also got to understand that that's a civil penalty. Okay, so the thing about civil penalties is they're not criminal, right? So
No, and also
I mean,
I could in my lifetime pay off $1.5 million if I had to.
well, and then the other thing is like we're talking
not
about
bragging, that's just-
billions
it's
and billions of
with
dollars
my-
a year of a company, right? Billions
Yeah,
of dollars a
yes.
year. So like this is a drop in the fucking bucket for them, and
Yeah.
for them it's just the cost of doing business. Okay, they don't give a fuck. They're
Yeah,
just
like
gonna
what
keep
is
on doing it.
$1.5 million to like somebody's $300 million bonus, right?
Right. Yeah, like the CEO, because the CEO stepped down after that. Like, but he's estimated to he was making like $500,000 a year just as his like take home, and then he had like I think it was like 400 million in stocks.
Oh yeah,
like
never
bonus
look
stocks.
at the take home salary. Like it's always
And
in like
then-
RSUs and stuff.
So he was pushing about $1 million a year, but because like he was one of the co-founders and shit, like they estimate he's worth over $2 billion.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So he doesn't even notice that 1.5 million left.
No.
No, well, the company doesn't either, because if he's worth over $2 billion, you know, and I'm sure a lot of that's in stocks, I'm not gonna lie, like, but even so, you know, the company is doing goddamn good then.
Oh yeah, and,
Very much.
and also like GoodRX is popular.
Very popular.
I like
Yes.
and like
and
I
helpful. It's helpful.
Yeah, like I know why
It
too.
is.
Like I use it still, and I'm not gonna stop even after learning cursed knowledge.
And I don't want
Yeah.
and when I say this, I don't want anybody to stop using it. It's not necessarily like I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe you would ever fucking do that, yada yada yada. You know, like it's not like that for me. It's just more like you come in trying to look like you're doing everybody a favor when you're fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're not just fucking the patients. I mean, they're fucking them less than they're fucking the actual pharmacy. Because
Yeah,
Yes and no, and I'll talk about that too. Because the thing
different
is,
language.
because the thing is, like, so where they fuck the patient again and fuck the pharmacy is that they will, a lot of times when they run these, okay, what they're doing is like, I liken this to like when you get a hospital bill, right? You'll have, when you look at your hospital bill, you'll see on there, like how much the hospital charged you for that, or charged your insurance or whatever, and then how much insurance is actually going to pay on.
Yeah, so you get the scary number, and then the less scary number, and then
And
like,
then
the kind of depressing
your
number.
and then your number that you're going to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So it
it's-
anchors you with like, ooh, I've saved so much money, but really you're spending a lot of money. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and so the thing is like it's kind of that same way with a prescription too. Is like there is the price that the pharmacy pays for it, and then they mark it up. There's the price that the insurance says, well, we'll only pay you up to this amount, and then there's the price that you have to pay. And so what the GoodRx does is they drop that price down to the price that would be if you had insurance before the insurance paid. So that middle
Okay.
portion. And then you pay cash for that middle part. And what can happen a lot of times in the pharmacy is it can actually drop it down below cost for that drug.
Yeah, and that's a situation I'm finding myself in, right? Where it's, you know,
Well,
I would have to.
but the thing is like, so it drops down below cost, which fucks the pharmacy. Which, I mean, like, if it's a CVS or a Walmart or whatever, fuck them, right? But if it's like a mom and pop type pharmacy, like that
What's our
can be
local-
really damaging.
Yeah, and every city has, I think, at least one or had at least-
Hirons.
Yeah, Hirons here in Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a medicine shop here. I understand that's a chain, but it's a much, much smaller, like, and they're usually, I think, privately owned,
Yeah.
if I remember right. And then the other thing is that, so the PBM also charges the pharmacy to run it. And so, like, they charge a fee to run the card as well. And so, like, so on top of the pharmacy not always making money at all and sometimes losing money, they also have to pay a fee to the fucking PBM to run it.
I guess that's the part I don't understand, because I always assume that pharmacists are part of the larger medical system, and I'm just used to getting like milked so hard from that system that like I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm like, if I could squeeze money out of you, claw something back, then I do not feel any guilt about that, right?
So I can understand why you would think that, but I'm not gonna lie, there are drugs that like pharmacies make a shitload on. Like, I'm not, they might have like I typically see it in antibiotics, like where they'll make like, even on like amoxicillin, they might make like 500% on that, but like 500% might be like $2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, however, where this sucks is like brand name drugs, because you don't make anything. You might be making 1% on a brand name drug when you sell it.
Well, my
because they are
understanding is-
so
yeah.
expensive. So like you can't necessarily jack up the price of those and stuff like that astronomically.
My understanding is that pharmacies are poor, and the reason why I think that is because they're closing down constantly.
They have no staff.
Yeah, they typically
no
run in the
staff.
red.
Like, yeah,
Yep.
and they're like it's weird to me too, because like I understand the service that's being provided, right? Like, I guess maybe I don't, right? Because as an ignoramus here, it's like, okay, a pharmacist does two things: looks to make sure my head doesn't explode in case a doctor missed a conflict of chemicals, and two, count pills. Now I'm wrong.
Typically,
but
the
you
pharmacist
need to
does
help
it.
me there.
Sure, I can break down kind of what they do for you. So yeah, they do look at your prescription to make sure that whatever the hell they gave you isn't going to kill you, and also the mix of whatever you're taking doesn't kill you, right?
Here's a pill of baking soda. Here's a pill of vinegar.
Yeah, kind of like that. But like retail pharmacists, they also, a lot of them have to give like flu shots and shit like that.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I've gotten those.
A lot of times they'll have to like call patients and talk to them about their medication, whatever that might be. Like it could be, and I mean, like some of this is stuff texts do too. It's not always the pharmacist, but like calling patients and either talking to them about their medication or asking if they need refills and stuff like that.
Or
And
the side effects of what they can expect when they take
Yes!
it, what to watch
Yes.
out for.
Oh, the thing that I always ignore when I'm getting it.
so yeah, they'll counsel you on your medication when you pick up.
It's like, yeah, just give me the dick pill.
You have any
So-
questions? Yeah, can I leave?
Yeah, right. Well, like there's some crazy ass fucking side effects out there, and I can't tell you how many times doctors almost killed people.
I can.
Yeah, that one I do
So,
believe.
I mean,
So it's good
like,
to have checks in this system.
Yes.
yeah, and like so but that's more of a retail pharmacist. Now, a pharmacist in the hospital does something completely fucking different. That is a completely different ballgame. You have all different kinds of pharmacists. So like you can have like an ICU pharmacist, you can have an oncology pharmacist, and all of those are like constantly going through and they're checking all of the medications based on like weight, and stuff like that to make sure that, patients aren't getting more than they should. And, they're
Okay.
and then on like
That
a lot of
helps me.
oncology drugs are weight based, so they're sitting there calculating.
Same with pediatric drugs. Those are all weight.
Yeah.
So they're not giving a gigantic dose to grandma who weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like they do that with antibiotics too.
Okay.
And then
do they probably mix drugs too, I imagine.
Yes.
Oh
There's a couple
yeah,
beakers
they
in
can.
there.
Yeah.
I
Talks a lot of
also-
times mix drugs, but I mean the pharmacists can. A lot of oncology pharmacists will mix their own stuff. It just depends. Like
know how to party.
I've mixed chemo.
Yeah,
before.
I've had to mix my own drugs before too in a hospital that had no pharmacist.
Yeah.
Oh, like do you get to do the cool thing where you have to like pound the bag so it mixes chemicals?
I've pounded plenty of bags in my day. Yes.
Excellent.
So one of the cool
That
things
seems
that they
fun.
actually have that's fun in pharmacy, and I think Tyler can attest to this, is there's these what the fuck are they called? The bags that you like screw the drug in and then you pop it
Yeah.
to get it into the saline. So
Satisfying.
like those are fun to, and a lot of times.
There's a little steroid that comes in this little vial where the bottom half is powder and the top half is like sterile water. And you have to push down on the top and it pushes a ball down in there and it mixes and you swing it around.
Oh, it's like a ramune.
But like the other thing that they
Just
do
Japan with
is the other thing that like pharmacists do in the hospital is that they like make sure that you're also like mixing drugs correctly, right? Like because there's certain drugs that you have to mix certain ways, and if you don't, like you can fuck them up.
Like epinephrine as an IV drip. If you don't have that right, you just murder them. And I have had to make what we call dirty epi in the ER.
Yeah,
where you
no,
take a
that's very
bag of
common.
You take a bag of saline, you inject one thing of epinephrine, you shake it up real good to spread the drug around, and then hopefully the right concentration makes it to the patient to keep them alive.
Dirty, huh?
Dirty epi, that's what we call it. It's fucking terrifying, but You got to do what you got to do when you have no epinephrine left.
So, like, I think the moral of the story is pharmacists and pharmacy techs and the whole system provide a service.
Yes, a pretty important, great one. Yeah,
it is. And then in retail, like, if something's wrong with your prescription, that pharmacist has to call the doctor and get it clarified or get it fixed. So that's the other thing they do. And then they'll.
And so we want these people to be well paid and have jobs.
Yep.
Yes.
And
GoodRX.
A GoodRX might jeopardize that.
Yeah, inhibit that.
They can. Yeah, they can. So basically what GoodRx is doing is, because the thing is like, okay, so you can choose not to run these cards, right? Like, unless you're one that's contracted. Like mom and pops can be like, I'm not going to run this. But the thing is that these cards drive people to your pharmacy.
Yeah.
So if it's kind of like, it's like the mob, right? Like, oh, if you're not going to scratch our back, we're not going to scratch yours.
And a lot of smaller pharmacies have turned to a solution where they just price match GoodRx, but they don't run it through GoodRx, so they can try and make some money.
Yeah, but how would I know that?
You wouldn't.
Okay.
Well, I
have
would,
to know a guy.
but you wouldn't.
Yeah, Nell would know. We wouldn't know shit.
There's
So
a lot of
I should make
times
friends
when
with
you
pharmacists.
and when you, well, I'm not a pharmacist, and I want to clarify that because, first of all, I don't want to go to school that fucking long, and second of all, I don't want somebody's lives in my hands like that.
No, it feels good. I promise.
It doesn't. Dude, I mixed a lot of drugs, and that was enough. Like, because you have people's lives in your hands during that too. Like, I could have easily killed somebody as well. Like,
Powerful.
Nah, it's you pay attention. You definitely pay attention.
Yeah, I get that.
You're fucking
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, no,
And I joke, but this is not something I joke at.
No,
work.
I know. Like, I don't like dog sitting because I always wonder, like, oh no, what if old Pippi runs away? I'd be blamed.
So
imagine that being a human life.
well, this gets hairy. Is like say we have to make a big batch of like fentanyl bags, right? Like, so fentanyl IV drips, and so you have like a 10 mil vial, and you got to shoot a mil into each one of these bags. And you want to make sure that you're damn fucking accurate. And on top of it, you also want to make sure that like everything is fucking sterile, right? Because this is going straight into somebody's fucking veins.
And fentanyl specifically like became pretty important in Oregon because there was a nurse in Medford who was stealing from the fentanyl bags and replacing it with tap water, and a bunch of people died.
Ooh, tap
Yeah.
water.
Tap water.
Yeah, dude, because you're injecting like non-sterile fucking water straight into your like veins, dude.
Yep. It was.
What's that bacteria that eats your brain? That's why you said, hey, use distilled water instead of tap water for the CPAP.
I don't remember which one that is, man. I got too many bacterias up here.
Worm.
Yeah.
There might be a worm in there.
The only worm I got is located right above my testicles.
Nice. That's right where it should be.
No, I kind of would like to have the balls on top just once.
Awkward. like if you're slamming pelvises with somebody, I can't imagine like getting your balls stuck between them and.
Oh, like get it like wrapped around like the sticky hands?
Yeah, like no.
Or
I can't imagine that would be a good time. Anyways,
it'd be like fucking someone, those like the toys with the ball bearing where you had to move the ball bearing around and land in one of the holes. You know those things?
oh, like the ring toss,
Yeah.
like water thing. Yeah,
That's,
all right.
that's what I imagine having your balls on top would be like.
Living the dream. Anyways, PBMs.
so
Yeah.
the other thing, like I said, so the one way that they make is they sell your info. Now, like they've been told not to, but there's still ways they can get around it because now they basically just ask you, can we please share your information? And they'll hide it in a way. Well, they'll hide it in a way that like, you know, you'll agree to it.
Do you want the best price and also we can
Yep.
give your information to people?
Yep.
But like honestly, like at a certain point, I don't care what information they get in the short term because I need money now.
Well,
But,
that's
like, no,
true,
really,
but
though,
like,
right?
so here's something to think about though. Like, one of the points that somebody brought up was that, like, let's say you are somebody who needs to have an abortion, and you want to find the best price for abortion pills, but like maybe you're in a state or somewhere, you know, you don't necessarily want the government getting that information.
Yeah.
You know, like that's where it becomes really dangerous. Other than just, I know
And
that
imagine
tons
those
and
are
tons of my
expensive.
info.
Yeah.
Not as bad as you would think. Actually, they're really not terrible. There's just a whole shitload of hoops you have to jump through to get them.
Sure. But like, if you're in that situation, maybe you're not price shopping so much, and you just like you Google it, and
Yes.
it goes to GoodRX.
You desperately need to let your inner child out.
Yes, and so like you Google that, and you just want to be done with it. And so you go to GoodRx, you do the thing.
Yep.
And now
Well,
that's
I
in a
mean,
debate
but for
somewhere.
some people, maybe it is a big deal because some
Right.
people, I don't have much money.
Yeah.
And we're also 40-year-old men who have never been pregnant or will not get people pregnant, so we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, snip, snip.
Yeah,
So-
let's go get clipped.
That's where it can get like damaging, right?
yeah.
Like I understand that we constantly give our data out to everybody all the time. It's all over the fucking internet. Like you can't. It's at a point we can't even claw it back anymore. But them just handing it over is quite fucked up as well.
No, it still doesn't make it right, and it's still
No.
not transparent. It's not like they're saying
Right.
this on their website.
No, there's nothing
Like,
transparent
yeah.
about all
Yeah.
of this.
Well, actually, they straight up say they don't. They say they never have and never will. Even though like they've been fined, they've gone to court, it's been found. They literally say on their website they never have shared patient information and they never will, except to third parties.
Mark Cuban
which,
would never
like-
lie to me. Have you
Right.
seen that man?
The owner of the California Kings? No, never. Or Sacramento Kings. I'm
So-
not basketball. I don't know.
So that's where like it gets shitty, right? Is how that like state could potentially definitely use it against people. Well, and then like so think about people who have an autism diagnosis too now. Like that's another thing.
Is there an autism drug?
No, they've said they don't want autism people in the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Like they're classifying them as the ones that should be killed.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. We're euthanasia, it's back, baby.
Yeah, and so like at that point, what you're saying is any I was about to say deformity. I'm looking for a right word here.
Diagnosis?
Anything that
How
the
about-
government
how about
could deem-
diagnosis?
Thank you. Yeah, you understand why like that's not right.
Yeah, anything that the government could deem
Right.
not something they want to deal with.
Yeah, not compatible with life. We
Anything
say.
that's
So like
not
trans
neurotypical, right?
people as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
So trans people as well, because like
yeah. Anybody's up for grabs at this point if you have
Exactly.
some sort of medicine that you need to take.
That's also the bisexual motto.
Oh,
Everyone's up for grabs.
Yep,
not everyone.
exactly.
Everyone.
Oh,
Everyone.
I'm bisexual. Everybody should be afraid.
fear, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think partners love more than fear. So let me ask you this about GoodRX. How are they able to do this? I already know the answer. I'm just asking if you know.
So how are they? So how
how
are
do
they
they-
able to get away with it?
Yeah, how do they get these good prices like that?
Expert at business.
So that's where they come in. Is they negotiate that with that PBM. So
All right.
and then so now we're gonna get into PBMs. So
PBM,
so
pharmacy
benefit
managers.
managers. Yep.
Wait, so they
let me-
negotiate with somebody that doesn't make the drug.
Yes, correct.
Correct.
Okay.
So let me. Yeah, exactly.
confused.
And not only that, they don't even really have anything to do with drugs. It fucking sucks. Okay, so a PBM, they are basically a middleman in the drug supply chain, and they manage like prescription drug plans for insurers and for employers.
I feel like I'm being hit on by the world's most boringest man.
Right? No, you're being
It's
hit
almost
on.
like,
You're being hit on by the crypto dude bro at this
Okay.
point. Like, this is what this is going to be like, okay?
he's very excited about his job, but I know that something's up.
Picturing that crypto with the goblin face. What's his name? Nick something. You ever seen that guy? He wears a Labubu.
Nah,
Oh,
don't like
no.
it. I don't like him.
make it the profile pic.
Yeah, I'll make it the episode.
I just... Every time I just see one of those crypto bros, my fucking vagina swells shut.
Well, like, here's what's so nefarious about PBMs is that as soon as you start talking about it, my brain shuts off.
Right. So,
But like, they're doing bad things.
yeah, so
Yeah.
here's what let me
Yeah,
simplify
like
it.
they're so fucking boring. Like they're so
Yes.
like I'll be honest, it was so hard to sit down here and get a good like explanation for these assholes because it is so goddamn hard to pay attention because I'm just like I am falling asleep reading this shit.
Boring by design. Really.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and yeah, confusing too.
So I have Blue Cross Blue Shield Regents, right?
Yeah.
My pharmacy benefit manager is OptumRx.
Yep.
They handle all my shit. And there's only like 3 or 4 of these pharmacy benefit managers.
So you have insurance, you have the guy.
Yeah.
I'm gendering.
Yeah, I will tie. I
Optum
promise.
RX.
I will tie it all together here in a minute.
Okay.
So they set drug pricing. Okay, so they negotiate with manufacturers and with pharmacies to set drug pricing. So they're the drug pricing setters. They also set drug formularies.
Oh shit! They're the guy that set the insurance. The person who bought the Wu-Tang album, where there was only one made. What's his name?
No, Martin Shkreli.
Is it like a Martin Shkreli kind of situation where they're jacking up the price of insulin because of...
Funny you mention that because as I'm sitting here, I got a text from my coworker saying, hey, do you think this hospital system that's buying our hospital system is going to get away from Blue Cross Blue Shield? They're saying my insulin pump is tier 4 and is now going to cost me $250 a month when with my previous insurance, it was $75 for 3 months.
And that's the PBM that did that.
That's the PBM.
Okay.
Yep, that's the PBM because they set formularies, which they like basically like, and that's set in tiers. Okay,
so it's
like,
not it's not the drug manufacturer that's doing it
No,
necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No, not at all. Not. I mean, it is in the way that like if they negotiate a better price for that drug through the drug manufacturer, that's going to become formulary.
Yep.
Okay. So
this is. I can feel people's eyes glazing over.
Yes. Yeah.
But no, like
So-
it's
but-
it's the thing that we're all afraid of is that if you're dependent on a medication, one day it might just go up $1,000.
Yes.
And it's because of
Yeah.
a PBM.
Yep, and it's
because
that's exactly right.
because
Okay.
of Cigna, OptumRx, the other one.
And then they charge fees for those claims. That's the so they make their money negotiating and charging fees for claims. So here's the thing about PBMs, okay?
Okay.
They are owned typically by health insurance companies. So like OptumRx is one that's owned by United Healthcare. Okay?
I would think they would be adversaries though, right? Because if
No.
no.
They're all in bed together, sweetheart.
Oh, bisexuals.
Well, in like
BUY sexuals.
Damn it.
it's like the bisexuals that you never want to touch with a 10-foot pole.
I'm right here.
Sorry. So, Caremark is Aetna, Express Scripts is Cigna, Optum is United Healthcare, and these are all.
Zendaya is Michi, yeah.
And then the other thing is, on top of this, all these assholes own their own pharmacies too. So like, Caremark is CVS. OptumRx has their own OptumRx pharmacies. So they own the pharmacy.
Okay.
They own the PBM and they own the fucking insurance company.
Right, so it is like a Google Alphabet kind of situation where they're separate because they legally have to be, but really all the money is in the same pool.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so they're cutting themselves checks right and left, and they're making deals with themselves all the fucking time.
Cool. And this benefits me, the consumer.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it clearly
sure.
doesn't. That's the thing, right? Because,
Yeah.
like, they're jacking up prices, they're dropping shit off of your formularies, they're making sure that you can't get whatever drug it is, or if you have to go through a prior auth, that can be, like, fucking months.
Well, it also seems very slippery, too. Like, if I want to point my finger and say, get them, right? I don't know who to point my finger at. Is it my insurer who's, charging me a bunch of money every month because of drug prices? Is it the drug manufacturer for charging a bunch of money for their thing that I know costs $5? Or this mysterious middleman that I don't quite understand?
It's all of them.
It's every single one of them.
It's all of them.
After going through all this, I'm coming around to the idea of just going straight to the drug
Well,
manufacturer.
yeah, like that's kind of, like if I was like buying So okay, let's go back to the soda analogy because I like this idea.
I
Because
know you love soda.
Well, no, I've started making my own soda.
I know you love soda.
Right, and like so is it this kind of situation where, like, why can't I just go to Eli Lilly and say, hey, dog, can you give me some insulin?
Well,
So-
I mean, like, that's kind of how, like, single-payer healthcare would work, right? It would be, like, one group of, it'd be, like, a giant GPO type people thing, because
Yeah.
it would be one thing that would go there and be like, we're negotiating this price.
Yeah, just go direct to the go to the Costco.
Yeah.
You know, go to the direct manufacturer, you buy it, and just, you know, like, hey, who needs some mayonnaise? I bought 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Well, and then the other thing they do is they make it so fucking convoluted, too, because it's, like, a bunch of rebates and shit, so, like...
Well, yeah, that's the thing I don't get.
The
like, why-
wholesalers
Yeah.
get paid a rebate for selling that drug.
Yeah, but like, why bother with the rebate? Why not just make
Yeah.
it cheaper?
It's well, that's the thing,
Because
right?
Nate, the wholesalers need to sell to the pharmacies. The manufacturers
Mm-hmm.
sell to the wholesalers, and the wholesalers sell to the pharmacies.
So that's why I can't directly go to Eli Lilly to get my goo. Is because it is because I can't get the rebate that they get.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Yes.
they're getting a different price.
Someone's not
Yes.
getting the taste of your money.
Isn't that price fixing?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
illegal.
Yes.
You can't
Yes.
do that. That's a crime.
Yeah, well, and they're getting. I mean, the FTC. There's a lawsuit out right now that was actually just updated today, that the 3 largest, but PBMs, so Caremark, again, that's Aetna, Express Scripts, Cigna, and OptumRx is United Healthcare, and their affiliated GPOs for engaging in anti-competitive and unfair rebate practices for specifically insulin.
Yeah, because there was a period of time there where like everyone was afraid they're gonna die because they couldn't afford insulin because it was bad.
And that's still,
Yeah,
it's
that's still the
happening.
same.
It's
There's still
it's
people
still
dying.
happening.
I don't have diabetes, so I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
they're still dying. There are still people out there that are having. There are, of course, people out there that are type 1 diabetic that have like insulin pumps, and they can't get their insulin, and so they can only get like half their fucking insulin. So what they
yeah,
do
they
is
ration
they
doses, right? That's
Yeah.
the
they
that's the
yep,
big
and
one.
you can't do that with those drugs. It doesn't work like that, and unfortunately, they're dying.
So,
Buttons.
well, yes. Not my problem. I'm healthy. well,
Until you're not. Until
yeah,
you need
yeah.
medicine.
no,
yeah.
and also like, hey, I'm a human being, and I don't want to see people just die.
Correct.
Well, this is
It's-
also like your grandma and grandpa too, right?
Right.
Who are on a fixed income, who are on Medicare, and you know, like if they've got type 2 diabetes or whatever, like they might need insulin too, or like, you know, a lot of times you end up with heart problems and high cholesterol and a few other things, and like that shit really adds up.
Well, no, and like everyone does this where they have to find ways to game the systems or have plans to work around it, because if you don't, you'll run out of money fast.
You'll run out of money by this system of middlemen that are practicing soft eugenics on society by
Right.
changing drug
Exactly.
prices.
Like for example, like if I, you know, my insurance sucks,
Mm-hmm.
and so if I have a medical problem, my plan, my insurance plan is to leave the country, get something done, and come back. Right?
Yeah, that's called medical tourism.
Yeah, right.
And it's
exactly.
great. We support it here.
I mean, honestly.
Oh yeah, no, do what
Yeah.
you gotta do, boo. Like totally, but it's
And I can do that with drugs too, right? Like I could go to
Yes.
Canada, buy a bunch of insulin, and you
Yes,
know,
people do
sneak
that.
put that in my butt, and then go across
oh,
the border.
no, you don't even have to do that, dude. Like they don't care. Like that's not the border patrol doesn't give a shit if you have insulin. Like they don't fucking care.
Well, because
So-
that would be such a bad story if like somebody got like arrested under drug charges for bringing insulin over the border, right?
Well,
that would
they
be a bad
can't-
look.
They also
Right.
like it's the same like you're not getting a different drug. So it's the same manufacturer. They just because they have such pricing differences there. Like you get your Pfizer Novolin or whatever. I'm mixing drug names here, but like you can get your Levemir and shit. The same drug. It's just a shit ton cheaper. And a lot of
Yes.
people will drive thousands of miles, like
Oh, yeah.
every 6 months, to do this.
Famously,
to go over the
Bernie
border.
Sanders did this in 2016.
Hell, I would do
Drove
it.
to Canada. And like this is only a problem in America. Other countries with nationalized healthcare don't have this with their medication.
Yeah.
I would do it.
So like
I like driving a car. Maybe this is a good way to volunteer.
So, like, instead of, like, you know, $3,000 for 6 months of insulin, they can go up there and get it for, like, $350.
So why? Yeah. So really, we're just screwing over people that can't drive. right?
Or don't have money.
or don't have the resources to
Exactly.
game the system, or are not in a position, an employed position where they have good insurance.
Right.
So
There-
really, it's a system there to squeeze the poorest people.
Well, yeah,
And it's-
there
I
is
mean, it's
only
now
two.
squeezing like not just poor people. Like my friend who just texted me, that's quite a jump in cost. So they've squeezed what they can out of
Yeah.
the bottom, and they're moving up the chain.
21%
Because poor
of
people don't
people,
have
21% of people in 2025, so just last year, said that they did not pick up a prescription from the pharmacy because it cost too much. That's about 1 in 5 fucking people.
Yeah, I'm one of those. When they prescribed me the weight loss drug and it was going to be $1,300 to fill a prescription, I was like, nope.
Well, we've been pretty transparent about, like, we've been doing the GLP-1 thing, and
Yeah,
if
buying
you-
it gray market and mixing it ourselves.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have to be this way where I get drugs
No.
from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, unless it's the Silk Road. I mean,
Right.
like, this is basically the fucking Silk Road of prescription drugs is what you're doing. And I
Right.
don't mean that in a negative connotation at all, because, like, people need their shit.
right, and we're screwing over people that do this for a living,
Mm-hmm.
right? Who would potentially save our life? Because, like,
Yes.
what if? Imagine I'm a big dummy. Imagine,
Yeah.
if you could imagine this,
I'm going to stretch my mind with that one.
right? And I order.
I'm going
like,
way far out.
Yeah, something a bit more risky than a GLP-1 off the internet, and mix it wrong.
Right.
And it's like you come home and you find me there on the floor foaming at the mouth. Like it could be a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
that's why there's a healthcare system, is to, like, have these checks for
Yes.
people. And if people are in a state of desperation where they're taking, dog medicine, then, like, what are you doing? You're not, like, this wasn't even going to be a customer, you guys. Just sell it to them cheaper.
Right.
You were never. It's like piracy, right? Like, you were never going to get this guy's money to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So
GoodRX is essentially a way to extract more wealth from the people who don't have insurance. That's all GoodRX is. That exists to
Yes.
draw people in to buy drugs that they normally wouldn't buy drugs because, oh, look at this deal on drugs.
yeah.
Yeah.
However, like, I'm desperate. Like,
Sure.
I would need. I need cheaper meds.
Yeah. Me too.
It seems like they're a scab, right?
yeah.
Well, yes and no, because, like, yes, you are getting a cheaper price. Like, I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I mean, you're also selling something to them.
Right.
Yeah, but, like,
And it's basically, we have created a system that is exploitative, cruel, painful, extracts your wealth, and GoodRx has found a way to make money while sort of lessening our burden. So it's profiting off an evil system, doing something slightly less evil, but it's still evil.
well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
causing damage to that system, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
it's causing stress on the system that it wasn't designed to take.
Yes.
Exactly.
And maybe, we should have a bigger GoodRx to destroy it.
Better RX.
Yeah,
Best
like
RX?
maybe better healthcare all
Well,
around.
yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
a
man,
great
it really,
system
like-
to destroy that.
Yeah, like, if we're having to drive to different countries to get our meds, maybe there's a problem here. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
like I was saying, there are websites where you can buy Saudi Arabian medicine. They'll mail it to you.
Yeah, but, like, what if it has lead in it? I don't know.
It's better than being homeless. Like, better than having your house taken away because you can't afford to pay your bills.
Well, and then so there is only 2 countries that are allowed to advertise drugs to the public, to the consumer. And of course, we are one.
What's the
The
other
other
freak? New
New
Zealand?
Zealand.
Okay.
Wow.
How did I? Yeah, okay. I mean, I this drives me insane because I use the Hulu with commercials, so you watch a lot of the same commercial over and over again, and it's always Sky Rizzy.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling the crowds means everything to me.
It's Sky Rizzy or, like, some hideous cancer drug that, like, I'm like, why are you advertising a cancer drug? If you need the drug, you take it. Like, you're not gonna find the generic version of it.
You would hope that if you needed a drug, you'd get it. But like cancer drugs, sometimes the PBM say, no, actually, you don't need that. That's tier 4.
Well, I mean, like, if I'm, like, sitting here dying of cancer, and I see the commercial like, oh, this is like that's the system. Is that like you're advertising to me?
Yeah,
Like,
because
dying
then,
cancer guy.
because then
Because
you go
they
to your
want you to-
doctor and
Yep.
say, "I want this drug. Can I get this new drug?"
But like they're not going to go to me and say, "Here, you should have this drug."
No.
because like I'm an uneducated doofus, and I have cancer. Like help me out here, doctor. I shouldn't.
Well, it's
just,
not
like,
necessarily cancer drugs because those are very specific to what type of fucking cancer you have. Like, you don't really get a choice in what kind of cancer drugs you get. Where this really comes into play is like you're gonna be like your ED drugs, for one.
Okay, yeah.
That's a big thing. Like
But I
birth
do-
Yeah,
control.
it's a big thing.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's not that.
heyo. Birth control would be another one. And then just like, the newest fucking blood pressure medication or the newest whatever.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
they
and
do
if
have
you have
advertisements for like serious drugs though. Like there's this one for like schizophrenia. I keep on seeing the schizophrenia drug.
I've never
being
seen
advertised.
that. Are you sure?
yeah,
you're
I've
seeing
seen
Wait for that. No, but it's like hey, are you hearing voices again? Like like no,
Again?
like those commercials show up. I'll find a clip of some of them.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia.
And I'm like, if this is a necessary drug, then like, why is it dependent? Why is my knowledge of
and-
this dependent on advertisements?
Well, the other thing is so where this really got good for the manufacturers was what was the name of that company that made oxycodone or oxycontin?
Oh, the Sacklers.
The
whatever their
Sacklers.
business was.
And so because that shit was plastered all over the place, we're talking magazines, we're talking all of this shit, and it was supposed to be non-addictive. Like that's how they marketed it at first, was a non-addictive.
Ty, did you ever get that
drug.
training where like, hey, give them like if they have any pain at all, make sure that they have fentanyl or
When I started in healthcare, there's been such a swing in the opposite direction that I
Yeah.
think doctors are under-treating pain
Yes, I agree.
because of that.
yeah.
Yep. Because they went to more what they call like Alto.
What's that?
The dog that gave
Fuck,
vaccines.
you would ask
across-
me. But it's like, it's basically the drugs that are alternatives to opioids. So we're talking like ketorolac, which is an NSAID.
Right. I love that drug, by the way. That's the drug I would steal if I could steal drugs. Toradol. Oh my god.
Toradol or
Kratom?
like localized. Yeah, right. Nah. Localizing. So like more like lidocaine. Depending on what you got going on. So it's to try to other things first before you jump right to. But I don't know. Like it's really hard for especially women because like I just had an IUD placed the other day, like yesterday.
Congrats.
Yeah. I'm
Hope
hoping
springs
I
internal.
stop crying at the drop of a hat. Welcome to perimenopause. Yay me.
Did they use nitrous or any kind of like thing to
What, they put whippets in there?
No, so look, a lot of IUD insertion, they give you like one pill and then say, hold your breath. When they're inserting a piece of medical equipment into one of your internal organs, like there's been a push from some people to have some sort of light sedation or some sort of anxiolytic to sort of make that procedure more tolerable because it's one of the more painful procedures that women just sort of have to suffer through.
Yeah.
And then they give you an ibuprofen and they say good luck. Well, they don't actually say good luck.
Yeah, they say get fucked basically.
I don't
No,
recall saying
so
good luck.
they did. They used they used a spray, and they sprayed it on the end of a Q-tip.
WD-40.
That's
Kind
probably
of.
a lidocaine.
Yeah, lidocaine, benzocaine, or could be a few of the others too.
So a
I didn't-
topical.
It might have been
They-
Hurricane is the brand name, I think. And yes, a topical, and like it still hurt. It wasn't great, and it also depends on like IUDs also depend on where you're at in your cycle, depending on how fucking bad it's gonna hurt.
Waxing.
Because basically,
Waning?
I mean, like, if I have to deal with this, then I'm going to explain it to you so you can feel my pain too. So basically,
As you
in a cycle, the cervix closes and it'll, like, relax and stuff so you can bleed, right? When you're, so if you're like I'm 2 weeks before my period, they basically have to go in
I'm
there.
writing that down.
Yeah, right? Well, it doesn't matter. Remember, I'm fixed. So, what they do is they insert a thing that holds your fucking cervix apart, and then they take like tube and shove it up in there so they can get this thing in your uterus. And the tube is like, it's bigger than a catheter.
Yep.
I would say. So they're sticking this, so like they hold your fucking your cervix open, and if you're not dilated like at all, that's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
I also got to say that wearing a condom is just as bad.
I mean, that's something you
feel
could
the
say.
hate coming
That's something
radiating
you
through the
could
internet.
say. I would have to sorely disagree with that.
You're only sore because you got the IUD. If you weren't sore, you'd be a normal broad. I'm turning into Bert Kreischer for real.
Here's the thing. I think science could invent a male IUD. It would just require like.
Oh,
sounding-
so did you never hear about the male birth control that they created a while back ago?
No, like
the,
it was,
the injectable in the testicles, right?
I can't remember exactly how you do it. I just remember that they made one. And they made one, but the side effects were such that men were like, no, I'm not going to do this. And honestly, if I remember correctly, the side effects weren't any worse than what, women have to deal with on birth control.
Yep.
They
So
just
canceled
bitched
the
about
whole
it.
thing.
They canceled the
Damn.
whole fucking thing because men were pussies.
I deserve to pay more for my Cialis.
Yeah, we are what we eat, right, Nate?
What?
Pussies.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot of Catholic places now. Not all of them, because it depends on your archdiocese. But a lot of them will cover ED drugs and not birth control.
Man, this country's so
Wait.
cooked.
Hold on. Your archdiocese can give you a discount on birth control?
No. They get to decide. So the in healthcare, and especially in Catholic healthcare, because they are religiously affiliated, they get to
Forget
pick and
that.
choose whatever the fuck they want to do
Yep.
to you. So if they don't have to give you an abortion, they don't have to tie your tubes, they don't have to offer birth control. If you need birth control, now if you're an employee and you need birth control, it's actually offered through the ACA, not through your
So,
employer.
I have a solution to all this. It's the same solution I have to the banks, which is, you know how the banks used to be, there used to be a bank at the post office. Mm-hmm. I think the post office should take over healthcare, and you just offer everything to the post office. Just have the postmaster general just like not care and just like, have everything standardized and have.
So there should be some sort of large governing body that controls and regulates all this.
Yeah,
and
I mean, like,
looks out for the people.
Yeah, the post office.
Exactly. Because I think a lot of people, I mean, it's not complete. Of course, the post office isn't really socialist, right? Because you have to pay for a lot of shit you sent. But it is.
But they're pretty close. They're closer than
Yeah.
other. They're the entry level socialism. That's where you get them.
Yeah.
The
Well,
post
and
office.
honestly, they've run pretty fucking good for a long ass time. I mean,
It's the only organization that everyone should be okay with losing money, right?
Yeah, it should be.
yes,
'cause,
exactly.
we all know that we need mail.
Well, actually,
We all know that we
healthcare
need
should be the
healthcare.
one thing that we should. Yeah, exactly. Healthcare. I mean, like, I don't know.
This
Maybe
is all
like
a scam. It's
housing.
It's all a scam.
It's all a scam, and like we don't tolerate it in other areas of our life, right?
No, we
Like,
do.
if
No,
there's-
we sure as fuck do, because with housing, we don't fucking
Well,
house
sure.
everybody. With feeding people, fuck feeding people.
Well, I was just like thinking about food. It's like, if there was price fixing around eggs, everyone gets upset by it. Like, like, oh, our eggs have shot up in price. But yet, for some reason, we've all accepted internally. Like, if our drug prices go up 2,000%, then we're like, yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, we shouldn't accept it in the same way that we don't accept eggs shoot up in price. Right?
But we
Like, it's
do
just-
to an extent, right? Because
an extent, yeah.
I mean, people just kept buying eggs even though they were $7. They fucking hated it, but they did it
Yeah.
anyways.
because we have to. We have to eat. We need
Yeah.
those sweet ovums. Sorry.
Don't like you saying that. Don't say that in
Listen,
front of
we-
our fixed guest.
We were talking about cycles and moons, and it's like it was in my brain.
Okay. got
But
it.
I like my dead chicken fetuses over easy.
And there is a fix to this, Nate.
What's that?
What was it? Last December, someone decided to take it to the man and execute a healthcare executive. That made prices go down for a little bit. I don't know. I'm not advocating for anything. I just am noticing a trend.
Put it on the list.
Yeah.
Let's put it on the list. So here on Hate Speech, we have what we call the spectrum of hate, because we think whenever you discuss something you hate, you should talk about it in terms of a spectrum. It allows some more nuance to things. On one end of the spectrum, we have the thing that is universally should be hated, awful, terrible, evil. That's one Adolf Hitler. On the other end, we have something that everybody should love. That's wonderful little sweetie pie named LeVar Burton.
I have a Chris question about Adolf Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Was there universal health care in Germany?
For
Nazi Germany.
For non-Jewish people, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but how great was it? It wasn't. I mean, they kicked out a lot of shit and believed in a lot of occult shit. So I'm assuming their healthcare probably wasn't that great.
So I
during that
imagine it's
time.
been like a wash, right? Where like, you know, how certain vulnerable communities don't get healthcare here in America.
So
they probably didn't.
So in Nazi Germany, when people were ill or had diseases or pre-existing conditions, they did have one solution for them.
Some would say
Not
it
a-
might be final.
Yeah, not a good one, but a final one. Yeah.
So you can see where I'm leaning on this list.
Yeah. This is like pure American soft eugenics at its best.
Yeah, okay. So I want to distinguish that we're not talking about specifically GoodRX, although they were like, you know, we did talk about them a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're focusing on PBMs.
Yeah, it's
specifically.
essentially pharmacy benefit managers. GoodRX is just
the price setters.
yes.
Right. That
they're
call them
just
price setters.
They're making money. They're making money off the major shithole.
And if these PBMs don't get certain subsidies or rebates from certain manufacturers, they will move the drugs down the tier list, causing those drugs to cost more. So thereby, people won't purchase them anymore, and they won't get them.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
all
hell,
just
so you know, there are insurances that won't pay for your goddamn anesthesia
yep.
in the hospital.
But like, could I say like, you know what? I'm good. Don't anesthetize me for this leg chopping off operation.
yeah, I mean,
I need to save money.
I don't know. I mean, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know any surgeon that has half a brain that would fucking do that.
Yeah, they'd be screaming the entire time. It would interrupt the surgery.
Yeah. Doctors hate when you scream at them.
Yeah, when it's really hard not to nick an artery when you're like fucking thriving or thrashing
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
on
so
the fucking
if
table.
it's not voluntary, then it shouldn't be something that should be subject to price gouging.
Correct.
Is always my opinion.
I
on-
agree. I
Like
agree.
energy, you know. It's like, hey, listen, I need to have heat.
There are these things in our culture, our society that we all will need at some point, and maybe some of those things as a society we should contribute to make those as easily accessible for everybody within the society possible. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I
some
mean,
sort
like-
of universal thing we could do.
You know, I don't necessarily completely agree with all the hierarchy of needs, but I mean, you know, like food, clothing, shelter, healthcare. That's nice.
And so, yeah, and when you target something like that for your own personal gain, so you can go to the Bahamas every month or so. That's evil. That's bad.
Pure evil.
You are a monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
Your vacation is fueled on blood.
evil at its finest, so divorced from the actual consequences that they can just live their lives in more than peacefully, like extravagantly.
Well, and
if your CEO could end world hunger with how much they've made,
yeah. And your cohort too. Like, I think part of the problem is that there's this moral laundering that happens where, like, I haven't done anything wrong. I am just the middle manager of a PBM that is a cog in the system. But like, I don't like deny drugs to patients. I just set the prices. Like,
no, they do.
People,
They deny drugs to patients because they set the formularies. So
yeah,
they.
but Frank does that.
Yeah.
I don't like. I guess what I'm saying
Right.
is like, it's a firing squad where like a bunch of people are shooting at one guy.
Yeah.
And we don't know which person actually killed them.
yeah,
So we can go home and sleep at night.
I don't fire the gun. I only make bullet casings. I'm nowhere.
Right.
like, this system has nothing to do with me. I'm just a noble bullet casing maker.
It's a system that allows people to sleep at night. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Is that like if it was just one guy, if it wasn't if PBMs didn't exist and it was just the drug manufacturer that was jacking up the prices, then this problem would be easier to solve because we could just point at him, like, get him.
Right.
Yeah, illegally there, get him.
Tar and feather him.
Right. But since it's this complex system of companies owning companies with sister companies, and this
Passing rebates back and forth with we don't even know how much the rebates are.
right. We just get tired. So it's low.
I think it's really low on the list. Yeah. Nell, can you see our list? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I went to the bottom here.
Yeah.
It's a very scientific list that is infallible. So
Yep.
where would you put it on this list?
Yeah, Nell, where are you hanging out on this one?
That's a good
The
question.
silence is speaking volumes about our list.
I really like the run of Hoarders Show, The Man Show, Contemporary Christian Music, Smoking.
Eventually, we do need to talk about holes being right next to Hitler.
No, we are. It's there.
I'm thinking like right above Thomas Kincaid, maybe.
That high up?
Well,
Really? Well, here I can scroll up.
Yeah, scroll up for me.
Because we have September 11th, True Crime,
Oh, Jesus
going
Christ.
up.
Okay, yeah.
Origin
Holy shit.
Stories, John Stewart, a Bug Hall. I will say that I think that
Probably like
PBMs
15th
are-
now that I'm looking.
15th.
Yeah.
No, the top of the list is the good stuff, the better stuff.
Yeah. I think it's worse than
Oh.
September 11th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I I was looking. That's completely
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
We're talking way down. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So down here we have Hitler, right? At 57. Lucky 57, number Hitler.
Yeah, that's what they call him.
He's going to be 6'7" here in 10 episodes.
Oh, my God. Go kill yourself.
6'7".
Great thing about Adolf Hitler, he had as much Adderall as he could want. Like, that guy was gacked every day.
I'm
So,
thinking.
yeah, they probably did have good insurance. Nazi
I'm
Germany.
thinking it's 50. So right above the Man Show, but not
Really?
Christian music.
I think contemporary Christian music, as much as we didn't like it, and it did cause evil in the
Yeah.
world, as we talked about. I think it's worse than that, but it's not worse than smoking. I think because smoking, I think, is more of a direct killer.
Yeah, the moral laundering of PBMs is kind of gross.
It's a competition of which one has more bodies behind it. I think that there's more stress involved with PBMs indirectly and directly. But like smoking, I think has just directly killed more people.
Let me ask this to you.
Yeah.
Between contemporary Christian music and PBMs, if one were to disappear completely, which would make the world better?
PBMs immediately.
Yeah.
Smoking, I don't know. Like we have to make a Sophie's choice between smoking and PBMs. But that's for all the Sophie's choice heads out there. I you know what? I would have to kill baby. I think PBMs are slightly better than smoking, but worse than everything above that list.
Yeah, I can fuck with that. Nell, where are you at on that?
That sounds good.
Our new number 51, PBMs.
Yeah. Congrats, Christian music.
You live again. It's
You-
like a Jesus.
He is risen.
Yeah.
He is risen, exactly.
The
You
good
rise
news.
again.
So this was. I hate acronyms.
Yeah.
I hate acronyms because they're usually trying to hide something when you can just say directly what they are.
Yeah, GPO, Group Purchasing Organization.
Yeah, I
PBMs.
fucking hate.
Or
I hate acronyms so much, and especially when it comes to like anything military. Like they have so many goddamn acronyms.
yeah.
And so does this healthcare bullshit.
That,
And
yeah,
if you were
that's
just
true.
like,
too.
if you were just to name PBMs directly, like what would you name them? What's their name?
I mean, they're PBMs.
They're pharmacy
they're-
benefit managers. They're just
They're price
middlemen.
fixers.
They're
they're
price
middlemen in the supply, or they're the mob,
Pricers.
basically.
Pricers.
Yeah, they're pricers, right? Like, they set the prices for drugs
Mm-hmm.
ultimately, right? And we know that prices for drugs sucks. And if they were just named pricers, I think that they would be in trouble.
Yeah, well, and of course, when you read about it too, they flower up the language of it too, right, to make it sound all pretty and
yeah.
all of that shit. So like, I broke it down in a way that was very, understandable. They
Yeah.
put it in a way that is very like, it's like when you fucking fluff up your resume. It's the same shit.
Right. We're looking out for you, the patient, from these awful drug manufacturers and your health plan.
Well,
we're
it's-
finding you the best thing we can.
And it's not just from them. Like, the worst offender of this was I was watching the Wall Street Journal explainer of PBMs.
Oh, God.
Or no, New York Times explainer of PBMs. And, like, they were like, well, they just negotiate lower prices for everybody.
I hate
It's like, yeah.
to ask this, but I gotta piss like a motherfucker.
Don't worry. We're almost done.
We're almost
Okay.
done.
Cool.
Podcast ending via piss. We got to
I
piss.
will.
We got to piss.
I did the ADHD thing where I had 2 separate drinks next to me and they're gone, and I'm like, fuck.
Perfect. Best ending we've had in a while.
And I'll just say it. Go piss, girl.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. It was a lot of fun, and I hope I didn't bore you to tears.
No, not at all.
This is good.
It's this.
It's educational.
Yeah, we're teachers.